Okay, as promised, here we go. We got a nice brisket. It's gonna go on tomorrow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim it up, but I don't go too crazy. And one of my favorite things about trimming a brisket is all this beautiful fat. You know why? Because it becomes tallow. So we're just gonna take a little bit off. I leave about 1/4 of an inch on. This knife is beautiful. This is one in our signature collection. Go slow. Come in. Take your fat down. It's a nice piece. That'll go nice on the smoker tomorrow. Salt, pepper, and thyme. We're gonna do, not the herb thyme, of course. We're gonna, the thyme, the natural thyme it takes. All right, I'll see you when we light up that smoker. Okay, so here we are. As we continue, we trimmed up the brisket. We got the brisket last night, sat, dried out a little bit. We got it on the smoker early this morning, lit up the smoker around 4 a.m. Well, it was still dark out actually, but today we're gonna do the tallow. Now I do the tallow in my cast iron, you know, and the trick to tallow is you want to break this fat down. I mean, come on, look at this knife. This knife is awesome. You can check out NewYorkBarbecueGuys.com, NYBBQGuys.com. We got a lot of knives up on the website now. So there you go. That's what we do with our tallow. You know, we cube a few of these bigger pieces up just a little bit more. Like I said, the smaller the piece, the more it renders. And you know, once we get this starting to render down, we'll give it a good stir. But I love this cast iron. You know, the other thing about doing your tallow in cast iron is you keep your cast iron seasoned. Let me tell you, there's nothing better to season cast iron than some beef tallow. Look at this work of art, because that's what this thing is. This is a work of art. So we're gonna do an official walkthrough on this thing, but we got the firebox down here. We're gonna check and manage these splits. We're gonna add another split on. But here's my oven, right? So this is nice 3 shelves in here. And what we're gonna take one of these shelves out right now, because we're gonna do the tallow in here. And I want it on the lower rack, because the lower rack gets a little bit more heat. Here we go. A mini reveal. Ooh, yeah, look at that bad boy, huh? So we got 2 pork butts in there. We got a nice brisket in there. I got some other stuff that's gonna go in, but we're gonna keep that for a little later. Starting to get the bark going. We got 1 butt off. We got 1 butt on. And we got the brisket on. The stall is real. Last time you saw me, it was dark. It's still dark, but there was daylight in between. The fire is still going. Not just this fire, but this fire. This fire's been going all day. The fire burns. If you look over here, we're still at 225. 225. This is exactly where we want to be. This smoker holds heat like nothing else. So that's where we're at. We're gonna keep going. You know when it'll be done? When it's done. You can't rush this. You gotta let the process go. But if you look at the back of my rig, it's called low and slow. To remind me when I'm on this rig, it's low and slow. It's a good rig. It's great food. It's New York Barbecue Guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It smells fantastic. Hit it with some of that tallow. We're gonna give it a wrap. Come in here and wrap. And we're gonna put her back to sleep. Now these pork butts are only about 160 right now, so we got some time on the pork butts. But oh, look at the little piece right here. We got a beautiful brisket, right? So what I usually do is I just roll up the paper so it doesn't go all over the place. But you know, this juice is gonna flow. We took this to 205 last night. All right. Woo, yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. You ever have brisket and eggs? I think it's gonna be a new thing. There we go. How's that piece? How's that piece? That looks pretty good to me. Maybe a tad overcooked, actually. Maybe could have pulled it just a little bit early. Oh, it's good. So check that bad boy out, huh? Look at the juices flow on that. Okay. Brisket, breakfast of champions. That's a nice piece of brisket. Then we got Goldie in the house. She's like, hey, whoa, we got brisket this morning. Look, it's so good. You know, tools of the trade, right? Get yourself the right tools. Hotel pan is a wonderful thing to have. Catches all those juices. So now what we're gonna do, this is hot. Let me tell you, it is amazing how these coolers hold the heat overnight. I pulled these around 9. The brisket went to about 11. So that was a solid cook. Oh, that is gold. When your bone comes out like that, stop right there. You're done. You nailed it. You know what you're doing. You know how to cook a pork butt. So let's find this other one. Look at that. It just comes right out. Now, I would shred this for you right now, but you see that steam coming up? It's hot, but what you can do, you can just really quick, just kind of give you a little, whoo, yeah. Now, what I do, I'm gonna tell you a little trick, because we talk about the ordinary to the extraordinary. What goes well with pork? Apple, it's great. I use a little apple cider vinegar, a little bit of my rub when I mix this in. And let me tell you, it gives a really nice flavor. So we're gonna let this chill a little bit, and then we're gonna finish it. And, you know, I remember one morning I did this and I had the pan on the counter. My daughter came out and she's like, Dad, what's for breakfast? And I said, what do you want? She goes, I want some of that pulled pork. It smells great. Oh, I get why.